everybody should ask the question, where's the ball entering? Okay, that's a great question to ask.
And you mean which like position in the cup, assuming it's like a clock system?
Yeah, I like a clock. It's easy to do. Where's it entering? That's a great question, because when you ask yourself that, what do you see in your mind?
Mm-hmm.
The ball entering the hole. All right.
Yeah,
So
right.
based on the general research, you have a positive picture. We have a 30%, close to 30% elevation in accuracy. You have a negative
So when you're
picture.
reading the putt, you think, hey, where's this going to enter? So if it's a left to right putt, you're thinking of it going in more on the 7 or 8 o'clock, but you're already thinking, yes, it's going to go in, and here's where it's going to go in. So you're basically programming yourself for success.
You already have a step forward. Yeah. I
that.
had an interesting conversation a number of years back with Dr. David Wright, and he said something really cool. He said at the Brain Imaging Center in San Antonio, Texas, they said that when you visualize, you're creating 80% of your neural pathways needed to execute the task. So when you look at that Henry Ford statement, whether you say you can or you can't, you're right. Why? Because that picture, or what we're starting with, is 80% of the task. That's a startling number. Okay, so where is it entering? Well, boom, good. We got a picture right off the bat. I mean, that's good for sensors and intuitives. Where do I see the ball going in? Mm-hmm. Good. We got a positive picture. Once we've identified that, there's a number of ways you can read the greens. Sensors tend to be really linear. They're probably going to be really drawn towards aim point. Systems like that, because it gives them a little bit more of a linear route to be able to determine breaks and lines. But I like to have everybody reverse visualize when they're putting. Not going forward, because again, we can visualize forward, but seeing it miss left, right, short, long, all different ways. And again, they did studies where they instructed players to do that, just to intentionally visualize wrong, and they dropped their accuracy by a lot. It was pretty startling.
I'm just laughing because I can see how the mind can go that way. So it's like when you reverse visualize, you're imagining it, you're pulling it out of the cup basically and pulling it back to your putter.
Correct. So let's assume it's just like at the 6 o'clock. The intuitives, get your eyes up, see it rolling up the side, over 6, back down your line, and we incorporate this with the breathing process. It gets really fun and easy. So we take a deep breath in, see the hole, we're breathing it down the line. Now we're at our ball, our breath is finishing, we're settled, we're relaxed, and we're just sending it basically back down the line. But we're ensuring with the reverse visualizing that you're putting that positive image in your mind. And for every player, that's going to be a boost. Now, there are some nuances. So if you're an intuitive, right, what's going to take you more player side and precise is if you're trying to use like a chalk line, a little tiny spot in the back of the hole, where again, like with targeting, trying to be really specific and narrow. That's going to make you tight and have to micromanage your putting stroke and everything. So let's just keep it simple. It's going in at 6 o'clock. I tell my intuitives, now set your gate, 7 and 5. And almost like as wide as a toilet paper roll, you could be envisioning your line as an N. Okay, because it's really about speed. Speed's going to determine a lot of it falling in. Right. On that anyway. So the way I imagine it is like a blacktop road, Michael. The yellow dotted line in the middle is going into the heart. If I could keep it on that dotted line, it's for sure in. However, if I can keep it on the road with the right speed, I have a really good shot of holding the putt. And that gives a lot of freedom to be bringing that big road back and just keep it on the road. And now we still have some variance, and we're not so rigid to have to guide and manage our putting stroke.